Welcome to Psychic Insights, where pop culture meets higher consciousness and the tea is always a little bit mystical. I'm Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend, and around here we don't just watch the drama unfold, we read the energy behind it, whether it's celebrity scandals, reality TV, chaos, or true crime with a twist. I'm tuning in to bring you the intuitive scoop the headlines miss. So buckle up, because your aura's about to get entertained. Welcome back to my channel. It's Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend. Hopefully your favorite psychic on the internet. And if not, like, subscribe, follow, see what you think. All right, so we did part one about Laura Owens. And we established something really important. And this is about her plea deal, okay? So if you missed part one, go back, watch it. But right now, we've established that it doesn't look like she's ready to take that plea. Big surprise, right? But here's the bigger question. What happens if she rejects it? Does it head straight to trial? Does something dramatic happen? Is there a collapse moment? And I pulled a completely new spread with my cards because, I love them. All right, and this one shifts the energy, so let's walk through it. All right, so what the new cards came out was we had stars, we had heart, we have snake, we have, oops, what happened? What happened here? Oh, did I miss one? Yes, I did. Lily. Then we had birds. We have scythe. We have ring. We have sun. And we have child. And this is not stuck energy, okay? This moves. This energy moves. And there is a clear turning point. All right. So when we have the stars and the heart and the snake, we have the stars, the heart, and the snake. The stars is public narrative. And we know how our girl Laura loves her narrative. It's public visibility. It's online presence. It's that public story. And the heart is the attachment. The heart is the attachment. Where is she? Attachment. Emotional investment. And the snake is strategy, manipulation, complication. And this says something very specific, which we know about her from what we've seen. She is emotionally attached to the narrative. We've seen this. Not just defending herself. Attached. Glued. Okay. And then the snake next to the heart. There's strategy around emotional positioning. And the star says public perception still matters deeply. What people think of her. If she rejects the plea, it's because she believes she can still control how this plays out publicly. And we've seen her dig in. She's a Taurus. And that's important because once we get to trial, all control disappears. All right, so she's hanging on. All right. It must be really challenging for her to live inside her body. I'm just going to say. I mean, inside the head, inside her skin. Woo! Remember, let's go back. These are my psychic opinions, my thoughts for entertainment purposes only. I love to do the inquiry because people are very, very interesting, right? Okay. So then we've got the lily. This is the turning point. The lily. And this is legal maturity, system wisdom, institutional power. And we have the birds, and the birds chatter, chatter, chatter. This is anxiety. This is rapid communication. This is intense discussions. My feeling is her attorney is going to be like all over this, right? And then we have, because okay. Then we have the Scythe. The Scythe is sharp. It's an irreversible cut. So this doesn't feel like in the first part, a slow erosion. It feels like a moment. Remember, erosion was the mice that we had in part 1. And it was slow because the pressure's building up on her. I mean, you can see it in her face. You can see it physically. The pressure is building. All right? So it feels more like movement now. All right? And then we have a sudden realization. Most of us have come to that. A sudden development. A sudden clarity. If she rejects the April plea, I do not see a smooth road to July. Obviously. These are the cards, okay? This is stress escalating because remember, we've got this foreclosure situation happening in her family where she resides. The home she lives in is now in foreclosure. I see these conversations intensifying, not only with her attorneys. I mean, if her allies are smart, they'll be like, let's figure this out, right? Her family conversations, all right? And then a sharp pivot. The Scythe doesn't warn, it acts. Scythe is a cut, sharp cut, right? All right, and then we have the ring. Ring is an agreement. It's a contract. It's a formal commitment. And sun is the exposure. Clarity. The truth is in full light now. And the child is a new beginning. It's a reset. Starting smaller than before. And this is fascinating because ring and sun often indicates a public agreement. Not a secret, not hidden, clear. And the child suggests a restart. And this does not scream fight to the bitter end. It screams fight, then pivot, which is what I think we've been talking about. I think the cards have been talking about this for a while, all right? Remember, I mean, when I first started covering this from a spiritual psychic perspective, I didn't think that the public would necessarily like the outcome. All right, so if there's a later agreement, it would feel less defensive and more survival-oriented. The child says starting over, not dominating, all right? So what does this mean? Let's go back to our question. If she rejects the plea in April, I still see an agreement down the line, but it would require a Scythe moment, something sharp, something clarifying, something that cuts through the illusion, her illusion. And that could be the evidence reality, witness clarity, judicial ruling, strategic realization. But the spread does not feel like someone writing it to jury verdict with confidence. It feels like ego resistance, followed by strategic recalibration. Okay, so let's talk about the archetypes, right? Part 1 was the victim saboteur. Part 2 introduces the judge and the survivor. The judge says what's realistic. The survivor says what keeps me intact. And those archetypes take over, an agreement becomes possible. All right, so if that happens, an agreement can become possible for her. Not out of remorse, more out of preservation, which Laura lives in. A lot of preservation, preservation of her narrative, preservation of her reality, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Again, if you're listening, Laura, my opinion. All right, so here's the big picture. Right now, resistance, stuck to the narrative. If rejected, escalation. Then sharp pivot. And whether that happens before the trial or closer to summer, we'll see. But the energy does not feel stable. It feels transitional, and transitional energy is unpredictable. And we'll keep watching on April 9th, and we'll watch the expiration window, and then we'll watch for that Scythe moment, because when it hits, it won't be subtle. And if you want me to look at maybe the jury energy next, let me know. I know Bruce commented, love Bruce the Moose, support him. He's so smart. Yeah, I love his perspectives. Yeah, like what could the plea actually look like? What's in the plea? Again, I don't know. We could look at that. But if you want me to look at the jury energy, if there is a jury, let me know. And as always, this is an energetic analysis, not a legal prediction, but patterns tell the stories. And I will see you in the next one. And please like and subscribe and comment. And I'll, again, see you in the next one. Thanks for supporting my channel.